Once upon a time, in a land where Appalachian mountains kiss the sky and the ocean whispers secrets to the shores, there lived a maiden from Alabama's verdant fields who had a heart ablaze with a passion for the theater and an insatiable desire to roam the vast, enchanting realms beyond. Her soul sang with the scripts of 1,000 plays, and she wove stories not just on stage, but through the many lands she journeyed. Her spirit, a bridge between the worlds of drama and boundless exploration. In an enclave not far away, beneath the silvery sweep of winter's cloak, dwelt a young lad in Ohio whose passions were kindled by sprawling adventures filmed for the silver screen.
Wonkatania.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
And quests of valor and courage from the pixelated world of video games. With a camera as his trusted steed, he ventured bravely into the unknown, weaving his own journeys into a tapestry of cinematic odysseys.
I'm Hank Leukart, a producer on Naked and Afraid. We're here in Bolivia.
Day one here on the Wheel for Discovery. We're just hanging out here in the Argentinian bush.
Heading off to Camp 1 on Eco Challenge Fiji.
But the lives of these two destined souls might have forever run in parallel, had it not been for fate's mysterious and playful whims, which guided them to cross paths atop the majestic Santa Monica Mountains, a place where the horizon whispers tales of endless possibilities. Together, they embarked on quests of which many only dare to dream. On their first backpacking trip together, they ventured across enchanting Catalina Island, where they encountered monstrous guardians of the island's ancient secrets.
So in like the 1920s, somebody filmed a Western movie and they brought buffalo here and they just left them.
What's happening? What's happening?
Really scared, let's go.
Why are you so scared?
Charge! I see buffalo. It sees us, it's looking at us.
Yeah.
We just woke it up. It looks really scary and pissed, and when they get scared, they charge, so we're hoping to avoid that and to still make it to our campsite, which is like 0.1 mile away.
Ah, there it is, there it is. I can see the eyes shining back. It's running away.
Did it run up, or did it run like...
It ran down towards Two Harbors.
Oh, good.
Just a few years later, they paddled through the ancient sandstone canyons of the Escalante River, traversing white water as if navigating through the pages of an untold legend.
Is this a rapid?
The water is a lot faster than we anticipated, so that makes steering really hard.
Sorry.
And I'm not an expert.
We're moving along really fast and we turned the corner and there's this massive log and I managed to like lay back and go under it, which you're not supposed to do.
Parker, how did you do this? And then I managed to flip my boat and fell into the water, and my hiking boots flew into the water, and for the whole rest of the trip I'd only have one hiking boot.
By the end of it, we were going over rapids that were pretty big, and I just thought it was so much fun. And even when I flipped, I wasn't that scared. I expected for that to really kind of shake me, and it didn't.
Our trip to Escalante, it made me really feel close to you because it was such a difficult trip but a fun trip, and we got along very well.
They once battled the high seas around Canada's mystic Broughton Islands, where time stood still for just a moment on Bear Beach.
So it's the morning here on now what we're calling Bear Beach because we heard, well, we never saw the bear, but we heard over.
Oh my god, there he is.
We heard this rustling in the bushes, and not like a little rustling, like somebody shaking trees.
Yeah, he must have started moving in that direction when he heard us.
So I stick my head out, and Hank was kind of making fun of me because I was like, instead of just hopping out of the tent, I was like looking around before I hopped out, and I saw that. I was like, oh, that's the bear.
Hey bear, go away! Bear, go away!
It's a black bear, right?
I think so, yeah.
I don't see them.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
We're having our morning coffee here. He seems completely uninterested in us,
We're interested in him.
but Parker's a little nervous.
Very focused on him, actually. The bear just seemed annoyed with us, honestly, and eventually just hopped into the forest.
And among the towering sentinels of the High Sierra, they scaled California's highest peak.
Day 3 of our John Muir Trail trip. What are we doing today?
We are climbing Mount Whitney.
Everybody keeps warning us about the afternoon thunderstorms, questioning whether or not to turn around, but like we're so close. I want to do it, but I also don't want to.
So we're heading back down Whitney right now.
Feeling it's raining. We're in a pretty exposed spot. Not great.
Yeah, we're right below. We're surrounded by the Whitney Range. The thunder is just crazy loud. Park said she smelled the smell of fireworks.
Even in the face of adversity, they discussed life's profound questions, souls seeking answers, blended into a symphony with nature's grandeur.
We have 21 days planned for this trip, and so we're gonna do something called the John Muir Trail 21 Questions.
Today's question is, what childhood experiences shaped who you are today and why?
Because I had pretty severe asthma when I was younger, I think it pushed me in the direction of less sports and playing more with the computer at home, which made me interested in technology, and not doing much outdoor stuff made me more interested in doing all that stuff now.
When I was growing up, we would always have people over, like all the time. My parents drinking wine and eating appetizers, and like all of us kids like jumping on the trampoline and running around. I think what it did was that it made me very community focused, and it taught me how much.
It made you want to have 12 kids?
Not 12, but it did make me want to like live in a place where like be in community with other people with children when I have kids, and prioritize making time to see friends even when I get busy.
And believe it or not, dear listener, that was just the first chapter of their tale.
British Columbia,
North Carolina,
France,
Utah,
Point Roberts,
on the island of Kauai,
Flaming River Gorge,
Switzerland,
the Flathead River,
A secret sea cave.
Joshua Tree. Now we're in Italy! Oh my god! Big Island of Hawaii, Pear Lake, Olympic National Park, the Pequare River in Costa Rica, Salt Spring Island.
Yet, in the heart of the boy, a dream flickered unfulfilled. A longing for the days of yore, when afternoons spent playing games stretched endlessly, bringing a boundless carefree bliss. And so, he brought home to their Venice Beach haven a symbol of his childhood, a pinball machine. And the girl found in the Silver Balls dance a new stage for her competitive spirit, leading the boy to wonder if, perchance, they ought to procure a second game for their late-night pinball rendezvous. But she, too, harbored a dream yet to blossom. With a twinkle in her eye and a smile that held the promise of 1,000 more adventures, she whispered to the boy, "We shan't buy any more pinball machines, my dear, until our hearts are bound in forever's promise. The boy heard what she said, and so he crafted yet another quest, venturing by himself in secret to the lush pines of the Northwest.
One of the great things about pinball community is there's people all over the place that are into pinball machines, and if you want to buy a specific machine, you might have to find it in the middle of nowhere. And I'm heading to southeast Washington State to find this guy that has this classic machine. It feels like I'm heading to the Emerald City off to see the wizard. Here I am in southeast Washington in Jeff's amazing pinball room. He has an incredible taste, every machine basically that I would want, and he has Wizard of Oz, which I am now taking back to Venice. And Parker, I know that you said we couldn't get another pinball machine until we get married, so this is step one.
After, he invited the girl to the vibrant jungles of Costa Rica, where afloat on a kayak upon the mighty waves of the Pacific, with adventure as their witness, he asked a monumentally important question.
Okay, we're in Costa Rica and we have a big surprise.
We're getting married!
Woohoo!
And upon their return to Venice Beach, the girl was astounded to discover that a Wizard of Oz pinball machine, hidden by the boy, had been awaiting her return from Central America. It was a shining beacon of the couple's childhood passions, shared dreams, and the many adventures that lie ahead.
In 10 years, how do you hope to describe your life? I think my number one feeling is that I don't want my kids to have ruined my life. I hope to have kids and have them be a part of my life, sure, but I like a lot of the things I'm doing in my life right now, like going on cool hiking and paddling trips, making my own short films on the side, and I would be sad if everything I just described was not my life in 10 years, because all those things I really, really like.
That makes sense. Like, you don't want to lose your identity. I know that I want some specific things by that point, like a family and sort of shifting careers, but I feel like the past 5 years, maybe a little longer, I've done a really good job of just like going for it and having adventures, and you know, I moved across the country and have done all kinds of things, and I hope that I describe my life as a series of adventures and passions.
For in the realm of enchanted fairy tales,
this is true love. Think this happens every day?
The relationships most magical
I love you, but you don't know what you're talking about. Love you too.
weave together threads of daring escapades.
You mean we're going up and out?
Grand theatrics.
Most of all, I'm scared of walking out of this room and never feeling the rest of my whole life the way I feel when I'm with you.
Youthful whimsy. And tales as wondrous as a trip to an Emerald City.
Oh, we're almost there at last, It's beautiful, isn't it? Just like I knew it would be.
Into the outer stratosphere!
There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
And the boy and the girl lived happily ever after.